Hello everyone, and welcome to Codies League Championship. So it is of course race day then here at Melbourne in Australia, and you will have hopefully already seen my qualifying effort when I managed to smash it on pole just ahead of TM Metmard. So looking forward to this race then. Hopefully I can hold on to my first position. So first off, let's have a look at the strategy, and you see that of course I qualified an option, so that'll be what I start on, doing 4 laps on those, and then going to lap 12 on the primes, and then 20, and then to the end of course. So about 8 or 9 laps on the primes and 4 laps on the options, going for a 3 stop strategy rather. And there's about a 26% chance of rain as well, so we'll keep our eye out for that. So there's me then, McLaren for AOR. There's TM Metmard in the Williams for Afro League, and there's Kifler in the Mercedes for Nebula. So that's the 3 main contenders. That's all I mentioned for now, but I have got a little list here so I can see what team means which league. So hopefully if we see them in the race I can get on with it. So here we are then, straight away, 5 lights then, full throttle start. Here we go then, pretty good launch, but look at that, Kifler's absolutely flown off the start, and he's already ahead of us. Nothing we can do with that. Kramer's just cut behind us. TM Metmard had an absolutely horrible start there. Just kind of trying to give Kramer a little bit of room on the inside here, which I've managed to do just nicely. And I've got a little bit of curse to use here. He's just still alongside me, so hopefully he can get him with the use of the rest of my curves. Looks like I've just about managed to do that, especially if I can break him, which I can indeed. So I managed to hold on to P2 then, but Kifler with an absolutely flying start, and that was, I can tell you, that was because down to lag. We had quite bad lag in this first race, which has been amended for the second race, but so that was all lag. So Kifler actually started before us effectively, got a bit of a jump start, and TM Metmard being in Australia got an even worse start, and he really did fall back a bit. And I'm not sure what position he's in at the moment, but certainly it's so start. And here we go, and just look at on the grass on the left hand side, the lock, the inside wheel, and that's going to push me deep there. Just managed to avoid the gravel just about. That was close. Try to come back on the track, and I'll keep to the left. Look in the mirror though. Look, Kramer is going to fly and just absolutely smash into us there. Lots and lots of oversteer. Managed to keep it in a straight line though. Now going to rich mixers, try and not lose any more positions. And looks like TM Metmard, I get a bit of a shove there. Kramer's actually managed to drop back, and it just almost shunted, well, literally shunted us into the wall there. And I can tell you with the benefit of hindsight that was actually lag. And we will see that a few more times yet. I never actually raced against TM Metmard, so I didn't realise how bad the lag was, and it is really quite bad. So we will see that a few more times, but just unfortunately touching the grass, my left wheel there, locking the inside right wheel and pushing me wide. And decided to stick to the insides, try and avoid them all, but that didn't quite work out and got a bit of a smash. So we have lost another position, but that's okay. We were looking at trying to hunt down Kifler there for the lead, but for now we will head for P2, and luckily we've got a bit of a gap to P3, so hopefully that'll be safe. And there we are, just 9/10. Well, that's got to be wrong. It's less than 9/10. 1.6 to the car behind. And it will look like TM Metmard will be extending and cutting all over the shop. Mostly extending, but again, that is all lag. So we're too far back to him to make a move there. But here we go, then, end of the second lap. Not quite got DRS yet. Going to be all over here. Lots and lots of zips. We have a little look inside here. Try and outbrake him. Not quite managed yet. Just end up cutting the corner. Just trying to avoid him. Didn't give him much room. But again, because of the lag, I probably wasn't even alongside him on his screen. So here we are then, skip straight away to the end of lap 3, and here we are DRS then, going to have a look at the inside of him here, and I'm already well alongside him, already past him. Look at that, nice and easily done. And did actually go off the track there, and again I don't know whether, well I do know whether now again with the benefit of hindsight that was totally fair on my screen, but on his screen I actually pushed him off the track there, and skipping straight away then to lap 4 on my pit stop lap. Nice good 3-second stop, and looks like Ownage did indeed start on primes, by the way. He's just gone past, and it looks like those two have actually stayed out then, so they're going to lap 5 perhaps. I imagine it won't be any later than lap 5. My tyres were pretty much done by that point. It looks like we're on a nice clear track. There's a car coming, but I don't think he'll be close enough, so need to push now to try and make up a bit of ground on Kifler if I can. TM Metmard, of course, we already managed to get past. See if I can make a bit of ground on Kifler, that'll be good. And here we are then, so the end of lap 5. And looks like those two are in the pits now, looking on the mini-map, and looks at this boss just managed to run a little bit deep there, and I'm going to take that opportunity. You don't have to ask me twice, and he was actually still on options, so his tyres are probably going off. Just managed to run off the circuit there, lost all his speed, and I just took him. And looks like, is that a Lotus just ahead? I believe it is a Lotus. That was F1 Gentleman's Club, and the drivers were there. And here we are, the DRS, and managed to steal a bit of DRS there, and that's TM Metmard just in the pits. We managed to fly past him. And who's next? Is Kifler next then. Nice lot of speed for the first corner. I'll get much better speed than him through there, so going to be pretty close to him. Got DRS as well, of course, from that previous car, so we won't be able to get him, but we're going to be pretty close. So let's stick with this. Got a bit of traffic ahead as well, so we'll stick with this lap for now. As Kramer's managed to do a fastest lap of the race there, 1 minute 24.779, and I believe this is our first flying lap, so we haven't done a flying lap yet. And there we go, purple fast of anyone first sector. DRS helping, of course. Kifler running a little bit deep there. And there is definitely some traffic ahead now. It's starting to affect Kifler. So hopefully I can spring a move on him here. This is my opportunity. This is a great opportunity. Kifler, I know, has got really good pace. So I just need to keep it tidy here. Try and stick close to the car ahead if I can. Looks like he's having a little look up inside. Look, that's another car ahead. And that's actually Onage there. He's got some sort of issue. He's going really quite slowly. On primes, his tyres should be okay. And look at this. I just had a little tap on the brakes there. Where what's going ahead. And actually going to go 3 abreast. So good job I did tap on the brakes. It would have been 4 abreast. And that would have been too much. Little look up inside there. Just managed to take that Lotus of F1's Gentleman's Club. And Kiflis managed to take Onage as well. Little bit of oversteer there. And as we were to slow then, because Onage is just going to get pushed into the wall, then we end up flying into the back of him. Just couldn't avoid that. It was too late. Probably should have already been given a bit more room. And looks like it's on the inside now. But again, like I said before, this is very much a team event. So I trusted that Onage wasn't going to dive up my inside there. And indeed he didn't. So it's worth knowing that it is a team event, because events like that, when I would normally probably defend just in case he has a dive, and he probably would have had a dive, but because it's a team event, neither of us bothered. And there's still yet more traffic then. There's a Ferrari just ahead, and Ferrari's F1 racing community, so one of their drivers is just ahead. I do get DRS though, and looks like Kiv's going to be the outside, so he might not be able to make me work here. I need to try and get as close as I can, and oh, he breaks very early there. Almost had a look on the outside. Now look on the outside. The next one looks a bit well alongside him here, just trying to go on the outside, but no, he's pushed me off the circuit. But looks like that's moved done now. And that was pretty sweet on the outside there. I'll take that. And he's all over the track. And I should be able to pull away now. But it looks like Kifler's managed to, sit well. According to that, 6/10. Looks a bit more than that, doesn't it? Yeah, it's definitely more than that. All these timings are wrong as well. And not a lot more happens. So we go straight to the pit lane then. And you can see both Team Metmard and Kifler have carried on then. You can see him on the minimap there, just in P1. And looks like one that car behind's pitted. So it looks like I might have a nice clean track. Come on, come on, come on, get off the rev limiter. There we go, and I should be okay. Yeah, plenty of track by the looks of it. So nice clean track then. So now once again, then they're going to be overcutting me. Well, I've undercutted them rather, so I need to try and now push to try and get the gap down to Kifler. And they have now pitted. I can tell they waited 2 laps from going out then, which is really quite a long time, and absolutely nothing happened then. So we'll go skip straight to the end of that stint. All I did was drove around, so we won't bother watching any of that. Another good 3-second stop then. And looks like we're going to have once again a nice clean circuit there. And I can tell you that they pitted 2 laps later than me on that last stint, and they've still not come in again. So I have already got now my suspicions that they're going for a 2-stop. And again, benefit of hindsight, I can tell you that they did indeed go for a 2-stop. Of course, I don't quite know that. Look at that nice rubbed in line there. I don't quite know that at this point. But I'm just pushing, just doing my thing, just trying to get the undercut. And here we are then. So, purple lap, fastest of anyone. So, I'm now going to push. They're doing a 2-stop. 22.9 was the fastest lap. Once again, purple, fastest of anyone. 1 minute 22.7. Let's have a look. Is this going to be another purple lap? 3 in a row we're going to go for? Let's have a look. Not quite, just a 10th and a half off. But very much pushing now, just trying to get that gap down. It was 9 seconds to Team Metmod. It's now 6 seconds then. And just 4 tenths off. But it's now spitting with rainbow. Look, that's why we're doing quick fire. Just showing you these gaps. 5.5 now. These gaps are coming down faster, faster. And now it's really quite heavy with rain. What's the gap now to Team Metmod? 4.1, so we're getting over a second lap to him then, so we're absolutely pushing. I think Kifler's going to be gone, but Team Metmod's definitely a strong possibility, and we'll now stick with this after those quick fire edits there. So 4 seconds was the gap to Team Metmod with just 2 laps left to go. I need to be over 2 seconds per lap faster than to be within the shot. But look at this heavy rain, and my tyres will be a lot healthier than his, since I went for the 3-stop and he went for the 2. So fingers crossed then, I can get this gap down, but it's no easy challenge, so I need to be pushing. Despite the wet weather, I need to push on and see if I can get better pace. So 3.5 seconds, that's 6 tenths in the first sector alone. This is on, I think. This is on. I need to keep pushing and just keep it clean. That's the most important thing. 1 lock-up, one moment of oversteer, 1 spin perhaps. And it's all over, so I just need to keep on pushing. Really need to try and make this work. Nice big gap to the car behind. 15-second gap, in fact, to the car behind. Kramer, who's driving a Sauber for slipstreamers. And 3.4 seconds into another good chunk. Well, I need a little chunk of time actually in that middle sector. Looks like Team Metmard was strong there in quali. Perhaps he's got higher wing level. He was strong there in quali, so that's working out for him there. I barely gained anything on him, in fact. But you can see him ahead now. Is that him? Or is that a lap car? I think that might be a lap car. What is it? No, it's a Williams. I think it is him, you know. I think he must have lost a lot of time in this final sector. Whether he made a mistake. What was it? 3.4 seconds, wasn't it? And here we go, and use the rest of my curves. Now, tyres are still warm for now, so we're okay coming to the final lap of the race then. And it is now 2.3 seconds, so I gained over a second then I'm in that final sector. So I pretty much got 2 seconds on that last lap. 7 tenths I lost on my previous lap, so the grip's starting to diminish. And, well, here we are then. It's all on this final lap. If I can gain that similar sort of time, I should be right on him come the final corners. But again, I've gained absolutely huge amounts of time in that first sector. And the rain is really coming down now. Look at this. There's even spray starting to come off these slick tyres. This isn't good news for the grip levels. And what is the gap? It was 2.3 seconds. It's now 1.3 seconds. So we gained another second in the first sector alone. We're now all over him effectively. And again, he does have a strong middle sector though, so I'm not sure I'm going to have a shot to get him in this middle sector. We'll see. Just getting all slowed down and being quite cautious now. I know, I'm all over him. Need to not make any mistakes. I've already done the hard work. I've pushed. I've got the gap on him. Now I just need to overtake him. And I'm hoping that he'll make a mistake. So, of course, I'm now pressuring him. And the gap is now 1.1 seconds. So, again, only gained a very small amount of time on him in that... Oh, very wide there, though. Only gained a very small amount of time on him through that middle sector. But now I'm absolutely all over him. Have a little look at the inside here. Braking quite conservatively again. Don't want to lock up. And here we are then. So, coming to... Oh, a little bit of oversteer there. He's going to go on the outside. But no! Oh, a little look on the outside there. But, again, the lag... He didn't even know he's alongside me, so I ended up getting pushed into the wall. Can I have a look at the inside here? Going to dive at the inside. Can I get it all slowed down? No, I can't. Nowhere near. And, I didn't actually touch him on my screen there, but I felt like I did. So, that's race over then. I thought I had to have a lunge there, didn't I? Just had to have a go. And I'm just going to wheel spin it to the line. And end up hitting the wall there. And, again, benefit of hindsight. Shouldn't have been doing this. Lots of wheel spin, full throttle. Even a bit of curves. Absolutely flying to the barriers. Probably lucky not to lose my, or not to destroy my car, rather, which is what I'm saying, benefit of hindsight. But anyway, 9.9 seconds to the leader, rather, 6.6 to TM Metmard then. It's a little bit irrelevant, the gaps, but Onage didn't have a very low-key race, didn't he? Just P5 in the end, 53 seconds off Kifler. So a long, long way off there. And here we are then, so apologies for the slightly poor quality here, but this is the image I had to work with. So there we are then, that's the standings as they are. So, of course, with Onage not scoring too many points, we're 1 point behind only Nebula, though. So the other Nebula driver not scoring too well. And Afro League, who Team Metmar drives for, down in 18th position there. 4th position, rather, with 18 points, I mean. So we're just 1 point off Nebula, and that's a pretty solid result from that first race, with me going a completely different way on the strategy. I could have had P2, couldn't I? And that would have just put us ahead of Nebula, but that's definitely a solid result to take us into the next race, and hopefully we can overhaul them and take P1. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.